High in the misty hills of rural China, millions of chickens are raised by Chinese farmers. These birds thrive in nature, producing premium quality meat and eggs. From high open spaces to wild predators, how do these farmers manage such large flocks with care? Join us as we find out what it takes to handle these chickens in such dangerous regions. How Chinese farmers rear chickens. When we think about chicken farming, the typical image might be rows of chickens confined to tiny cages without enough spacing. This image, unfortunately, represents the reality of most industrial poultry farms, where space is minimized to house as many birds as possible, often leading to uncomfortable and unhealthy conditions for the chickens. According to a 2023 report from the Food and Agricultural Organization, FAO, around 34.4 billion chickens were raised worldwide. In most intensive farming operations, these chickens are confined under challenging conditions and forced to lay as many eggs as possible, sometimes producing up to 300 eggs each year. In such crowded environments, the natural behaviors of chickens like roaming, foraging, and even socializing are restricted or absent entirely. The idea of chickens living freely, roaming in open spaces, and existing in harmony with nature might sound like a distant fantasy, but such an environment does exist, particularly in some mountainous regions of China, like Jiangsu in Guangdong province. In Jiangsu, a unique traditional method of chicken farming has been practiced for generations, allowing specific free-range breeds to thrive. One of the most famous is the Jiangsu chicken, which has earned a reputation as one of Guangdong's 8 premium breeds due to its quality and distinct features. Known for their muscular build, these chickens are easily identified by their vibrant plumage, which features 3 different shades of yellow, giving them a distinctive appearance. Unlike caged chickens, which often live off processed feeds, Jiangsu chickens are raised on a diet of organic corn and other natural foods. This approach not only nurtures healthier chickens but also yields meat and eggs of superior quality. Jiangsu chickens reach maturity in about 4 to 5 months and typically weigh between 2.5 and 3 kilograms, showcasing the benefits of a slower, more natural growth process. Additionally, other breeds that are well suited to high altitude environments also thrive in these mountainous areas, ranging from 800 to 1,500 meters above sea level. One of the primary differences between free-range and caged chicken farming lies in the vastly improved living conditions for free-range birds. Instead of being cramped in cages, free-range chickens spend their days wandering the open hillsides, basking in the sunlight, and foraging for food in a natural setting that closely mirrors their original environment. This natural lifestyle supports both their physical and mental health, as they are free to engage in natural behaviors like scratching the earth, pecking at insects, and even dust bathing, which helps them keep their feathers clean and free from parasites. The level of freedom also fosters stronger immune systems and more muscular builds, as these chickens are constantly active. However, this lifestyle also means that free-range chickens produce fewer eggs than their caged counterparts, only around 100 to 120 eggs per year, with each egg weighing approximately 40 to 45 grams. Despite the lower quantity and smaller size, these eggs are often considered superior in both taste and nutritional content. They contain higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals, which are attributed to the bird's natural diet and active lifestyle. Additionally, the meat from free-range chickens has a richer flavor and develops a bright yellow color when cooked, showcasing the effect of a more varied diet and constant movement. The journey of free-range chickens begins with high-quality eggs sourced from reputable hatcheries or breeding farms, where careful measures are taken to ensure optimal growth conditions. To maintain proper incubation, the eggs are kept at a specific temperature of around 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit, with humidity levels controlled between 55% and 70%. After approximately 21 days, the chicks hatch and begin their lives in a carefully managed environment. Large-scale operations, such as one in Minghui County, Heilongjiang Province, can hatch up to 400,000 chicks annually, which is a significant increase from 70,000 hatched just 5 years ago, highlighting a rising demand for free-range chickens and eggs. Once the chicks hatch, they are transferred to brood pens. These pens, typically windproof and well-ventilated, provide protection and comfort for the young birds. To ensure warmth, the pen floors are lined with a 7 to 10 centimeter layer of disinfected straw or chaff. and each pen, about 3 square meters in size, holds around 100 chicks. For the first 2 to 3 weeks, the chicks are unable to regulate their body temperatures effectively, so farmers keep continuous lighting to ensure they stay warm and feel safe enough to eat and drink. Farmers provide clean, lukewarm water mixed with electrolyte supplements to promote growth, along with 6 to 8 small meals each day. Since the chicks are vulnerable in these early weeks, strict cleanliness is maintained. Feeding troughs are washed twice daily, and any necessary medications are given under veterinary supervision to keep the chicks healthy. As the chicks grow stronger, organic food sources such as greens and forage are introduced, allowing them to gradually adapt to the mountain diet they'll consume as they mature. When the weather is favorable, the young chickens are released onto the hills early in the morning, where they spend almost the entire day. Some farmers even live stream their chickens' daily activities to engage with customers, helping to build a loyal customer base and boost sales. The hillsides where the chickens roam are dotted with trees that provide shade, perching spots, and ample opportunities for the birds to play and catch insects. This outdoor lifestyle keeps the chickens stimulated, physically fit, and well nourished. During the summer, when insects like grasshoppers are abundant, the chickens' diet becomes even more varied, reducing the need for additional feed. Some farmers have found creative ways to encourage more exercise by feeding the chickens from behind a slowly moving vehicle, prompting the birds to follow along. Research from sources like Our World in Data shows that free-range chickens experience significantly up to 57% to 70% less pain and suffering than their caged counterparts. Recognizing these welfare benefits, the European Union has announced plans to ban the use of cages in all poultry farming by 2027. Now let's take a look at how these chickens produce their eggs. Egg production. To encourage egg laying in these free environments, farmers construct simple nests made from bamboo, wood, or leaves. In regions like Tainan in northern China, over 50,000 chickens roam across roughly 200 hectares of hilly terrain, laying eggs in around 30 designated barn areas right on the mountaintops. Some chickens, however, may lay their eggs in more unconventional locations, such as under trees or directly on the ground. Farmers conduct thorough checks of these areas to collect eggs twice a day, ensuring that none is left behind. For farmers managing flocks of around 70,000 chickens, daily egg yields can reach up to 9,400. Despite the large-scale nature of these operations, much of the work is still done manually, creating valuable employment opportunities for local residents in rural areas. After collection, the eggs undergo a basic inspection and sorting process. Only a light cleaning is performed to preserve the natural protective layer on the eggshells, which helps to keep the eggs fresh. Workers carefully place the eggs in cardboard or plastic trays to protect them during transport, and they are then delivered to local markets or customers that pre-ordered. Large free-range egg producers often have packing facilities nearby, where up to 74,000 eggs from nearby farms can be packaged daily for distribution to supermarkets and retail outlets. Due to their quality, free-range eggs typically command a higher price, often selling for around $3 to $4 per dozen, compared to $1.25 to $2 for caged eggs. When extreme weather conditions occur, such as excessive heat or cold, the chickens are brought indoors to maintain their comfort and health. Even while indoors, free-range barns provide enough space for chickens to move around, perch on platforms, and interact socially. A typical free-range barn can comfortably house around 600 chickens. Additionally, some farmers prepare fresh feed each day by combining locally grown ingredients with feed pellets to meet the nutritional needs of these active chickens, and clean water is provided daily. Free-range farms are typically located in regions chosen specifically to minimize the risk of predation. However, some natural predators, like hawks and foxes, may still pose a threat. Farmers implement several strategies to protect their chickens, such as clearing bushes near the barns to remove potential hiding spots for predators and constructing secure fencing. They also regularly monitor the area for any signs of predator activity, and if predators are captured, they may be sold or used for food. When it comes time for harvesting, free-range chickens, which generally weigh between 1.8 and 2.4 kilograms, are lighter than their caged counterparts but have more muscle and less fat thanks to their active lifestyle. In large-scale free-range operations, chickens are selectively caught on the hillsides and transported to local slaughterhouses. To minimize stress, the chickens are typically processed in batches on cooler days, with processing capacities reaching up to 15,000 chickens per hour. These facilities ensure efficiency and humane handling. The chickens are rendered unconscious using gas or electrified water baths, after which they are bled, briefly placed in hot water at around 55 degrees Celsius to loosen feathers, and then processed through automated feather removal machines. After further cleaning, the internal organs and legs are removed, with the carcasses undergoing multiple washing stages to ensure sanitation. Free-range farms contrast sharply with industrial farming methods by focusing on animal welfare, natural living conditions, and the production of high-quality meat and eggs. This approach reflects a broader movement towards ethical and sustainable farming, prioritizing both the animals' well-being and the nutritional quality of the products. As consumer demand grows for ethically sourced, high-quality food, free-range farming represents a promising alternative to industrial practices. In addition to its focus on animal welfare, free-range farming has the potential to create a positive environmental impact. By allowing chickens to forage in natural settings, farmers reduce the need for synthetic feed and chemicals, which can be resource-intensive to produce. This also reduces the environmental footprint of chicken farming overall, as it minimizes dependency on monocultured feed crops that can degrade soil health over time. Another significant benefit of free-range farming is its contribution to biodiversity. On these farms, chickens roam across varied landscapes that support diverse plant and insect species, creating an ecosystem that is both self-sustaining and rich in natural resources. This biodiversity benefits the chickens, providing them with additional nutritional sources and promoting their overall health. Moreover, these practices can improve soil fertility, as chickens naturally fertilize the land they roam. This form of fertilizer replenishes nutrients in the soil, helping to maintain a healthier, more balanced ecosystem. Economically, free-range farming offers distinct advantages, particularly for local communities. Large operations often employ hundreds of people, providing jobs in areas where opportunities may be limited. Smaller, family-owned free-range farms also benefit by appealing to niche markets. Consumers who prioritize animal welfare, sustainability, and food quality are often willing to pay a premium for free-range eggs and meat, which can make free-range farming financially viable for small farmers. Additionally, some farmers have leveraged social media and live streaming to directly connect with consumers, allowing them to showcase the daily lives of their chickens and the care that goes into raising them. This engagement fosters consumer loyalty and creates a transparent relationship between farmer and buyer, which further enhances the perceived value of free-range products. As awareness of the ethical, environmental, and health benefits of free-range farming grows, many governments and organizations are beginning to support these practices. Policies promoting animal welfare and sustainable agriculture are likely to further drive the adoption of free-range practices in the future. For example, the European Union's decision to phase out cage poultry farming by 2027 sets a precedent for other regions to follow. Similarly, growing pressure from consumers and advocacy groups in countries like the United States and Australia is pushing governments to reconsider industrial farming practices. Ultimately, free-range chicken farming stands as a humane, sustainable, and economically beneficial alternative to conventional cage methods. By allowing chickens to live healthier, more natural lives, free-range farming not only enhances the welfare of animals, but also produces higher quality meat and eggs. The approach promotes biodiversity, reduces environmental impact, and supports local economies through job creation. As consumers increasingly prioritize ethical and sustainable food sources, the demand for free-range products is likely to rise, encouraging more farmers to adopt these practices. In the long run, free-range farming may play a crucial role in shaping a way better and sustainable future for poultry farming worldwide. This shift could represent a win-win situation, benefiting not only the animals, but also the environment and the communities that depend on farming as a livelihood. Through ongoing education, advocacy, and policy change, free-range farming has the potential to become the new standard, fostering a more balanced relationship between humans, animals, and the ecosystems we share. There are also many nutritional advantages of this livestock that make them a healthy diet choice. Health benefits of chicken. Chicken is a highly nutritious food that provides numerous health benefits due to its rich profile of essential nutrients. Known for being a versatile and affordable source of lean protein, chicken can contribute positively to a balanced diet and support various aspects of health. One of the main benefits of chicken is its high protein content, which is essential for building and repairing tissues in the body. Chicken breast in particular is one of the leanest sources of protein available, offering approximately 31 grams of protein per 100 grams with only a minimal amount of fat. This makes it an excellent option for individuals aiming to build or maintain muscle mass, as well as those seeking to control or reduce their calorie intake. Protein is also important for bone health as it supports bone density and strength, reducing the risk of osteoporosis over time. Chicken is rich in essential vitamins and minerals, which contribute to its health benefits. It is an excellent source of B vitamins, including B3, niacin, B6, and B12. Niacin plays a critical role in cellular metabolism and energy production, helping the body efficiently convert food into energy. Vitamin B6 is involved in brain health, supporting neurotransmitter synthesis and mood regulation. B12 is essential for red blood cell formation, which is important for preventing anemia and supporting overall energy levels. Additionally, chicken provides selenium, a powerful antioxidant that supports immune health, and phosphorus, a mineral necessary for healthy bones and teeth. The low-fat content of chicken, especially in skinless cuts like chicken breast, makes it a favorable choice for people looking to maintain heart health. High saturated fat intake has been associated with increased cholesterol levels, which can lead to heart disease over time. By substituting chicken for red meats with higher saturated fat content, individuals can enjoy a heart-healthy protein option. Additionally, the unsaturated fats found in chicken skin, if left on, may also provide some health benefits when consumed in moderation. Chicken also contains compounds beneficial to mental health. One of these is tryptophan, an amino acid that aids in the production of serotonin, a neurotransmitter linked to feelings of well-being and relaxation. Consuming foods like chicken that contain tryptophan may support mood regulation and mental health, potentially alleviating symptoms of stress and mild depression. In weight management, chicken is often a staple because of its high protein to calorie ratio. Protein promotes satiety by increasing levels of appetite-regulating hormones and reducing the desire to snack between meals. By including chicken in meals, individuals may feel fuller for longer, helping to reduce overall caloric intake and support healthy weight management goals. Another benefit of chicken is its versatility in cooking, which makes it easier to incorporate into a balanced diet. Whether grilled, baked, boiled, or roasted, chicken can be prepared in ways that retain its nutritional value while minimizing added fats. The adaptability of chicken also allows it to be combined with a wide variety of vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats, creating balanced meals that provide essential nutrients for long-term health. Overall, chicken is a nutrient-dense food that offers multiple health benefits. Its high protein content, low fat, and array of vitamins and minerals make it a valuable component of a balanced diet. From supporting muscle and bone health to contributing to heart health, mental well-being, and weight management, chicken is a versatile and health-promoting choice for people of all ages. Another fast-growing livestock farming is goat rearing. The value of this animal will interest you. Goat farming. American goat milk products such as black ash cheese, Humboldt fog, and yogurt enriched with probiotics have earned a stellar reputation worldwide. Known for their unique taste, creamy texture, and high digestibility, these products have become popular choices in American cuisine and increasingly global markets. Goat milk has long been a staple in various culinary traditions, but in the United States, it has transformed into an array of specialty items that offer an alternative to traditional cow's milk. Beyond milk products, goat meat has also experienced a surge in demand over the past 2 decades, nearly tripling as more Americans recognize its health benefits. While goat meat remains about twice as expensive as beef, its lean, low-fat content makes it an attractive option for those seeking a healthier protein source. Although the demand for both goat milk and meat is high, the United States faces unique challenges in meeting this market. Unlike countries with long-standing traditions of goat farming, the United States imports many of its goats, and local farmers must must work diligently to keep up with consumer interest. Profiting from goat farming is no small feat. One of the greatest threats to livestock is the coyote population, which has expanded across North America. Coyotes are highly adaptable predators, and their population has grown at twice the rate of other North American carnivores. This growth has created significant challenges for farmers who strive to balance the need for livestock protection with sustainable, ethical practices. Visitors to goat farms often find these animals charming and surprisingly sociable. Goats are curious, playful, and known for their dog-like loyalty, making them a favorite among both farmers and visitors. However, male goats, bucks, tend to be more aggressive and dominant than females. To maintain peace and safety within the herd, farmers typically keep bucks separate from the main group except during the breeding season. Breeding season, which generally spans from late August through early January, is a crucial time when bucks are carefully introduced to the herd. This careful timing is essential to ensure the continuity of the herd and is often planned meticulously by farmers to optimize the health and productivity of their goats. The breeding season is followed by a 5-month gestation period, during which female goats, nannies, require attentive care. As they approach labor, farmers watch for signs such as the loosening of pelvic ligaments, which signals that birth is imminent. Once in labor, the dedicated assistance of farmers helps ensure a safe delivery for both the nanny and her newborn kid, baby goat. Farmers carefully monitor this process as goat birthing presents its own set of challenges and risks. Mortality rates for young goats are significant, with studies indicating an average rate between 10% and 18%. To counteract this, farmers focus on providing quality care from the moment a kid is born. Colostrum, the antibody-rich milk secreted by nannies during the first 36 hours post-birth, is critical to reducing the mortality rate among young goats. Packed with essential nutrients and antibodies, colostrum bolsters the immune system, offering protection against early infections and diseases. Farmers pay close attention to ensure that newborns receive an adequate supply, giving them a stronger start in life. Similarly, farmers must watch for complications in nannies shortly after birth, particularly the risk of septicemia, which is blood poisoning that can occur if the placenta is not expelled entirely. Septicemia is a severe condition that can lead to death, making it essential for farmers to intervene if necessary. As the young goats grow, their dietary needs shift. Initially, they gain weight at around 0.3 pounds daily, which requires substantial nutrients. After about 8 weeks of bottle feeding, the kids are weaned and introduced to pasture for additional nourishment. Farmers often castrate male kids around this time to prevent inbreeding within the herd. These young goats are gradually introduced to a diet rich in grains and forage that will support their growth and provide the nutrients they need to reach maturity. Modern dairy goat breeds, crossbred for higher milk yields, require a specific diet to sustain their elevated production levels. Grains, which provide energy and protein, are a staple in these goats' diets and are carefully managed by farmers. One important factor that affects the flavor of goat milk is the goat's diet. This is why farms like Redwood Hill Farm in California take extra steps to grow their own feed. This ensures that the goats consume a consistent diet that enhances the milk's natural taste and quality. Redwood Hill Farm is notable for being the first United States goat dairy to achieve humane certification, which underscores its commitment to ethical animal treatment. With over 300 dairy goats, the farm has prioritized quality feed for decades, cultivating a milk product free from antibiotics and harmful hormones. This approach, along with its focus on sustainability and animal welfare, has allowed Redwood Hill Farm to set a high standard in the goat farming industry. California, which has more goat farms than any other state in America, is home to several renowned goat dairies. Cypress Grove Dairy, with a herd of approximately 1,400 dairy goats, has adopted modern milking techniques to meet demand. Traditional hand milking methods are no longer helpful for such large-scale operations, so Cypress Grove employs a state-of-the-art pit parlor system. This technology enables efficient milking of multiple goats at once, reducing stress for the animals. Interestingly, Cypress Grove has found that playing jazz music during milking soothes the goats, creating a calm environment and improving productivity. Each year, Cypress Grove Dairy produces about about 6,000 gallons of goat milk, which is quickly cooled and transported to their processing facility for cheese production. Over the last 4 decades, Cypress Grove has crafted a variety of handmade cheeses, including Humboldt Fog, a soft ripened cheese with a notable international following. The success of Humboldt Fog reflects the rising popularity of American goat cheese on the global stage. The history of goats in America dates back to the 17th century when Spanish and English explorers introduced them to North America. Today, goats have adapted well to a variety of climates and terrains across the United States, largely due to their unique browsing habits. In contrast to chickens, these animals are bigger in size, so how is the cost of feeding managed on a large-scale farm? Feeding practice. Unlike many other livestock, goats are natural browsers, preferring to eat taller plants rather than grazing on grass. This feeding behavior aligns well with the multi-species grazing model used by traditional farms where goats, cows, and sheep may graze together in rotation. This practice not only saves on feed costs but also improves pasture quality by encouraging diverse plant growth. White Oak Pasture in Georgia is one such farm that practices rotational grazing, shifting its herd every 3 days to prevent overgrazing. This approach not only maintains pasture health but also reduces parasite risks, creating a more sustainable environment for livestock. Nevertheless, allowing goats the freedom to browse and graze comes with risks. Coyotes are a constant threat to goats, especially young kids or isolated adults. As primarily nocturnal hunters, coyotes often target goats when they are most vulnerable. Farmers, therefore, prioritize fencing to protect their herds, utilizing both traditional and electric options. Electric fences, delivering a harmless 4.5 to 9 volt shock, act as a psychological deterrent, discouraging goats from breaking out and predators from breaking in. Solar panels help offset electricity costs, supporting sustainable farming efforts. Beyond fencing, many farms employ guard animals to keep predators at bay. Anatolian Shepherds and Great Pyrenees dogs are popular choices for their size, loyalty, and training in livestock protection. Some farms also use donkeys and llamas, which are naturally defensive and vigilant. These animals form a protective barrier around the herd, reducing predation risks and offering farmers peace of mind. Still, despite these precautions, coyote predation remains a challenging issue for American goat farmers. In 2015, coyotes were responsible for around 83,000 goat deaths, which represented 65% of all goat losses that year. While some farmers use hunting as a measure of last resort, the most common approach is humane management practices that focus on coexisting with the environment. The United States Department of Agriculture has worked with farmers to develop strategies that minimize coyote impact without disrupting local ecosystems. For example, many farms participate in programs that support non-lethal deterrence methods, including lights and noise-making devices. Farmers have adapted to this environment, balancing the need for livestock protection with sustainable practices that reduce coyote-human conflict. When goats reach market weight, usually between 60 and 80 pounds at around 8 to 9 months of age, they are transported to humane slaughter facilities. These facilities use methods designed to minimize stress and discomfort, ensuring ethical treatment throughout the process. Some facilities implement scalding and dehairing techniques to improve carcass cleanliness before grading and packaging. Adhering to strict hygiene standards is essential for quality meat production, and each carcass undergoes inspection to ensure it meets federal safety standards before entering the marketplace. In the United States, the goat meat market has significant room for growth. In 2022, while the country exported 1.47 million in goat meat, it imported almost 128 million, mainly from Australia, to meet domestic demand. This disparity highlights the growing potential for home-based goat farming. As more American consumers embrace goat meat, the industry is exploring new ways to expand production sustainably. Goat meat's nutritional profile, which includes lower fat and calories than many other red meats, appeals to health-conscious individuals looking for lean protein sources. In the broader landscape of American agriculture, goat farming plays an increasingly important role. Farmers have blended traditional knowledge with modern technology, from electric fencing and rotational grazing to sophisticated milking systems and high standards for humane treatment. These practices reflect a commitment to sustainability, animal welfare, and product quality, which resonates with consumers nationwide. The The resilience of both goats and farmers in adapting to a dynamic agricultural industry has fostered a thriving goat farming sector in the United States that has steadily gained recognition. American goat farmers are pioneers in balancing growth with ecological responsibility, recognizing that sustainable practices are essential for long-term success. Their efforts have set the stage for a future where goat milk products and goat meat become mainstream staples in American diets. With demand rising, the goat farming industry is likely to continue innovating and expanding. Many farms are investing in renewable energy, advanced animal husbandry, and research to improve breeding techniques and enhance goat health. As more consumers turn to goat products for their unique flavors and health benefits, American farmers are positioned to meet these expectations while promoting responsible agriculture. Furthermore, the role of goats in regenerative farming, a movement focused on restoring soil health and biodiversity, highlights their value beyond food production. Because goats prefer different plants than other livestock, they help diversify the landscape, contributing to soil health and reducing the need for chemical inputs. For many farmers, this makes goats integral to holistic, sustainable farming systems. The future of goat farming in the United States appears bright. With an unwavering dedication to ethical treatment, innovative farming methods, and quality products, the industry is carving out a permanent place in both local and international markets. In doing so, American goat farmers are helping shape a more diverse and sustainable agricultural future that will benefit generations to come.